Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again, and today we are covering Fool's Gold. And what are we covering on Fool's Gold today? Leviathan Dawn by Bendis and Malieve. Just to give all the newbies a bit of a reminder to this channel, with Fool's Gold I cover the rating of the art, or I cover the cover, the art, and the story. Now, this total here is actually in reference to how much the comic is worth and its currency version into Australia. Now, that also plays a part in regards to how much I think the cover's worth and how much I think the art's worth, including the story. Now, to show you the currency conversion, let's look at the price of how much Leviathan Dawn is. As you can see, it's $4.99 in the US. So in Australia, that converts to just under $9. So, rating for the art, rating for the cover. A 4.5 out of 10. Because yes, it does involve some of these characters that are put there, and also its connection to Checkmate, which does make an appearance within the comic. I won't say where, but it does make an appearance. So let's get to the internal art. Alright, this is just some art I want to bring up, and as you can see here, I find a bit of a slight problem with how Alex Malieve has done this, and that actually does lose some points. He could have actually done this shot better. Like, if he's trying to show that this is being caught, even if it's by one hand, how come the fingers aren't completely around the knife? So he's sort of mucked up a bit there and not realised it. But when it moves down, you do sort of see it, but it's a little bit late to sort of like improve on the action. So for that, it does in fact lose points. Which again brings us back to 4.5 out of 10. That's just for art. So cover rating plus worth, about $1.50. Same with the art, $1.50. Now to the story. Were there cast of characters pointed out? Yes. Not all cast of characters were pointed out, but there were some cast of characters to which you could see. Not all were named, which again probably wouldn't hurt the story. Of course, we get the appearance of Damian Wayne in there, and I want to mention something here. It looks like Bendis has actually read a little bit of some Grant Morrison and maybe even some Tomasi, because there were some quotes that he mentioned, or quotes that were brought up, that do line up with those comics. And it was really good to see that, but then not long after that, it went a little bit off course. Again, it does lose points for that, just in regards to characterization. The beginning was interesting. The middle was slightly better than the event, Leviathan. And the end, well, again, he tries to leave us on a cliffhanger. Now, one thing I really think this comic would have really helped to improve, especially with story, is to have some comic references. We did get locations, and thank you for the locations. They are important to the story. But you could have added some comic reference notes to pinpoint sort of like important conversations that have come up, whether it's in Action Comics, even the last run of Event Leviathan. You could have used it to reference certain issues, because it's things like that that get me, the customer, to go back and buy those comics or the trade paperback to see what you're trying to point out to me. Now, do I think this story has had a bit of improvement? A little bit of improvement, but I would still recommend Brian Michael Bendis' Powers series through his Jinx World over this. That would also include Cover and the United States versus Murder Inc. over this as well. But if you did happen to enjoy it, I'd like to hear your comments in the comments section. Remember, you can't bank on Bendis at DC Comics. But until then, let's see if he can try to get himself a little bit more immersed in the characters of DC instead of giving us bland characters. Now, there's just something I haven't done yet, and that's to give the rating for the story. Has it improved? Or has the storytelling improved? Well, are you prepared for the rating? Out of 10? 3 out of 10. So he's slowly reaching 5 in his storytelling. How much do I think it's worth? The story? Considering the artists are ahead by $3, I want to say 75 Australian cents. So overall, for together, about $3.75 instead of the price I paid it. So until then, let's keep it colourful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. And until then,